Hello, Gazelles. Hello, Harvey.
Hello, mate.
And welcome back, Joel, in the producer's chair.
Thanks for having me back. It's good to be here.
We will hear from you. There's a few things, because you went over to New Zealand. Since you've been back, before we've heard you on the pod, you're part of a slice of history. So we will get to that on today's show. Joel, part of the thousands of people that stormed the field for our
One of thousands.
One of thousands.
Yeah.
We couldn't get there, but I'm glad that we had just, a bit of playing and simple DNA on that field. So that's good.
Huge.
It is St. Patrick's Day. Well, at the time of recording, it's the day after St. Patrick's Day, I guess. So we have a little themed game,
We
we would usually start with. But before we even get into games, a couple of exciting things.
Yes.
First up, at the Triple M office today, we got dropped off a bunch of little gift bags from the Matildas.
Love it.
So I snagged one and thought it'd be great to bring it into the Playing in Simple studios, maybe help to decorate the we've already got such a great setup here, thanks to the buy around, but we've got
we can always do
Matilda's
with another
hat.
Oh,
that's mine.
looks good.
Hands off it. But we've also got a nice scarf, which we can add to the decor here.
We can hang that up.
We've got a soccer ball, which we can add to the decor.
We can have a kick around.
And we've got a water bottle. That's
Very
mine.
nice.
Hands off.
Slick.
And we've got, what is it? Wait for it. Another scarf. So 2 scarves. So that's exciting. So thanks to the
Beautiful.
Matildas for sending that into
Go
Triple
the
M.
Tillies.
I've decided to steal it and make it part of the Playing in Simple set. But Harvey,
Yes.
if you thought that was exciting,
I did think that was very exciting.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Nothing.
Have a look at this.
Okay. All right. I'm holding my breath.
In my backpack, you scrounge around here, because look at what arrived
What could
this
it be?
afternoon. Now, I'm going to take these out. It's in little plastic cases, you can hear the rustling around here.
Yeah.
And what could that be?
I have no clue, to be honest.
But our very own pieces of the Raeburn and Utrecht Shield.
How good.
Delivered in these lovely little cartridge cases. And I'll just open one up here. We'll open up the Utrecht first.
Yes.
You open up that case there. I'll try not to break it as I do
No,
this.
please don't break it.
No, here we go.
This is a piece of history.
Okay, so look at that. That is a piece of the Utrecht Shield.
It is, as I live and breathe.
Here we go, look at this. It comes with a little card.
Yeah.
It says Utrecht Shield, Women's Rugby Lineal World Title. Wood from the same slab as the shield, carrying the legacy that began with the first Women's International in 1982.
Oh, love it.
On the back it says, Certificate of Authenticity.
Yep.
Hand cut by Dave Algie.
Yes,
It connects past pioneers to future players. Each one is unique and a piece of rugby history.
That's right.
There you go. So that's ours.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody at the
And
Raeburn and Utrecht Shield.
We'll open up the Raeburn one as well.
Yeah, please.
So this is obviously the
Give us
men's
a look.
the men's rugby lineal world title.
Which has had huge news over the weekend.
Huge news over the weekend. It's changed hands, but we'll get into that.
We will.
There it is. There's our. Am I even allowed to touch this with my?
Put some gloves on.
I should be. Yeah. Well, fuck it. It's too late now.
got your
we'll pass
DNA
it all
on it.
around. There we go. That is our very own slab of the Raeburn Shield, also hand cut by Dave Algie.
He's been busy, mate.
He's been busy.
Much love, Dave. We love the project. It's a source of inspiration here at the Playing in Simple podcast.
What a journey that's been since you first discovered the page, told me about it, and now we forever own a piece of rugby history. So I had to start the pod with that.
Fantastic. What a way to start.
Yeah, so there you go. Just gifts all around. Very exciting. But let's get into a game.
Let's do it. Come on, I'm excited now.
Well, with
I'm
all
buzzing.
these gifts, we're feeling very lucky.
Yes.
And so St. Paddy's Day, luck of the Irish.
Uh-huh.
And last week, you brought to the table a great game, NRL Connections.
NRL Connections.
So
It's
I'm
a
gonna
twist on an old classic.
I'm gonna return the favour here. I've got NRL Connections St. Paddy's Day edition.
Right.
And the addition, how it's related to St. Paddy's Day will reveal itself in time.
Okay.
So I would ask you just to start by just treating this as a regular game of NRL connections.
Right. And I'll feel the Irishness come through as we play.
Maybe.
All right. Let's
So,
see.
and Joel, you're welcome to help. But I think Harvey, I'll let you have first shot, and then
Okay,
if you're
all right,
struggling, then
yeah,
maybe
I'll
Joel
phone
can
a
help.
friend.
How it works is there'll be 4 rounds, and each round I've got 4 rugby league names.
Yep.
Past players, present players, could be anything. And 3 of them are connected by a category or criteria.
Yep.
1 is the odd one out. Yes, you may connect 3 via a different criteria, and yes, that may be correct, but if it's not correct with the one that's in my brain,
Yep.
you don't get the point.
No, that's right. And if I guess like the odd one out, but it's the wrong criteria, you'll let me know?
Correct.
Great.
Yeah, if you've got the right 3
Yeah.
or the right odd man out, I'll let you know, but not till you get the full thing.
Okay. All right. Let's play.
So your first 4 names are Luke Keary,
Yeah.
Pat Richards, Anthony LaFranchi, and Luke Ricketson.
I'm guessing that 3 of them have played for Ireland.
Which 3?
I can't remember all 4 names.
Okay, so
Keary,
we've got Luke
Ricketson.
Keary, Pat Richards, Anthony LaFranchi, and Luke Ricketson.
I don't think
Who's the odd man out?
Pat Richards played for Ireland.
He did play for
Oh,
Ireland.
damn.
Anthony
Yeah.
LaFranchi played for Italy.
Correct.
Oh, thank
Correct,
you, Joel.
Well done.
I was going to say,
It's now a competitive game, and Joel's
jump
up
in.
1-0.
All right, we're on.
I
there
was
you go.
gonna say, I'm sure LaFranchi's Italian, not Irish. But
Yeah, but you never know with these
I didn't
names.
know whether you were butchering
Could have had an Irish mother.
looking name. Yeah, that's true.
Could have had an Irish mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luke Ricketson also, he played for Ireland early on in his career as well. Okay. Tim Moulton,
Yeah.
Brad Parker, Tom Simons, and James Graham.
I know what it is.
Okay,
do
well,
you think it
Harvey, I'm going to give you first.
You go first.
Harvey gets first crack.
Could you read the first 2 out?
Yeah,
3 out
who-
again, please?
Tim Moulton, Brad Parker, Tom Simons, and James Graham.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't know if you do. I reckon you think you've got it, but I don't know if you've got the one in my brain.
I think I might.
Maybe.
3 gingers. I don't think Tim Moulton was a ginger, was he?
That's correct.
That's exactly
It
what
was
I
just
was
red hair.
Oh, of course he'd
No,
say
no,
that.
honestly.
Of course he'd say that after I
When I
swooped
said
in.
Tim Moulton at the start and you were like, I've got it, I thought, Joel, that you were going to say that my category was going to be 3 of them have gone into real estate. Because Tim Moulton and Brad Parker famously have gone into real estate.
I'm sure.
In
As
fact,
soon as
3
I heard James Graham and Brad Parker, I was like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's a very Irish trait to have red hair.
It
So
is,
as you
it
can
is,
see,
yeah.
the St. Paddy's Day theme is unveiling itself. Okay. Jamal Fogarty,
Yeah.
Adam Reynolds, Josh Dugan, and Adam Blair.
Fogarty, Dugan, Blair,
And Reynolds.
I think I've got a real random. It could be a horribly.
Do you want to jump in?
Was it the first? Someone would be like I don't know. The first 3 could all pass as leprechauns or something.
As in Fogarty, Reynolds, and Dugan. That would have been good, but no. That would have been
I
good.
think it's got something to do with the Raiders. Did Blair play for the Raiders with
Nah.
Dugan and Fogarty, or did Blair not?
Adam
play?
Blair never played for the
No,
Raiders.
Okay. Is what's
Now,
his-
remember, if you name the right odd man out,
is
I
Adam
will tell
Reynolds the
you.
odd man out?
No, he's not. So it's Jamal Fogarty, Adam Reynolds, Josh Dugan, and Adam Blair. What could it be? What could the connection be? With a link to St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah, that's one. That's a link.
Interesting.
And Adam Reynolds is part of the gang. He's in
He's
the
part of
3.
the gang.
He's included.
He's not the odd man out.
It's nothing to do with their name, surely.
Not to do with their
Nothing
name.
to do with their name. Reynolds, Dugan, Adam Blair, and Fogarty.
Correct. Any ideas from anyone?
I've got no idea.
Oh, I'm struggling.
We're all right.
They-
Think
Adam
about-
Blair's the odd one out. He's the only one that didn't play for a team in green.
Correct, Joel. Adam Blair is the odd man out. All the others played for a green jersey wearing team.
Very good.
Adam Reynolds at Souths. You're forgetting I didn't just make it Raiders.
Yeah, no, true. But
Souths.
when you think of the green rugby league team, you think of Raiders.
Yeah, but
I know-
Souths, they're another predominant green jersey
They're
wearing team.
predominant, but they're
There's red.
a dual-coloured club, right?
Yep. Well, a green jersey wearing at least 50%.
At least. No,
Jersey.
I'm happy with it. Fair enough.
Okay, here we
Well
go.
done, Joel.
Thank you.
Now we've got, for the last one, Luke Keary again.
Yeah.
Nathan Cleary, Lottie Takiri, and Benji Marshall.
I mean,
So we've got Keary, Cleary, Takiri, and Marshall.
3 of their names rhyme, and Benji Marshall does not rhyme.
That's not the category, but it is the right odd man out.
Benji's the odd one out because Kiri, Cleary, and Takiri all have something in common.
Yeah. So I think St. Paddy's Day related, sort of.
Sort of. Kiri, Cleary, Takiri. What's another Irish trope that they've...
Pot of gold.
yeah, they've
Guinness.
all... Guinness. Four-leaf clovers.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? You might not get this one. Now, don't actually. I would think not. I would say for this one, don't think St. Paddy's Day. Like, I wouldn't go about it in that way. I just think of NRL, something to do with what they've done in their NRL career. Luke Keary, Nathan Cleary, Lottie Keary, Benji Marshall.
Won a minor premiership.
Not that. That's not the clue. No.
All 3 of them played for Australia in the green and gold. And
That would be a good one.
That's not bad.
But it's not true. That would be good. The green and the gold.
Yeah,
That is,
I like
it's,
that.
but
I like that. Okay.
yeah, not about their rep honours. Something they've achieved in the NRL. Achieved. That Benji Marshall hasn't. Although he did come close.
They've all scored
Clark
hat tricks.
Churchill.
Not Clive Churchill.
All scored hat tricks.
Not hat tricks. Hat tricks would be good though too.
Dally M for their position.
No.
Guys, what else is there to do in the NRL?
You want me to tell you? Should I give this one?
Give us a hint.
A hint?
Ooh. Okay, Benji Marshall finished his career. He was halfway to achieving this feat. And
But it's something that the other 3 have
a
done.
couple of these guys not only achieved this feat, but then
They've all won 2 premierships.
bang,
Oh,
multiple
Yeah.
premierships. They've all won multiple premierships.
and that's got linked to
Well,
Ireland.
they're very
because
well. I mean, bloody. You ask Nathan Highmarsh, you're gonna be bloody lucky to win a premiership. So to win 2, to win 1,
lucky.
great skill. To win 1 is skill.
Yeah. To win 2,
To
you
win
need the
2
luck of the Irish.
you need a bit of luck of the Irish.
Yeah, fair
So
play.
there you go. Luke Keary won 3 across his time
Yeah.
at Roosters and Souths. Cleary's won 4. Takiri won 2
Mm.
at the start and end of his career. Brisbane and Souths. Benji, it was just 05.
Yeah.
But if his Souths team of 2021, they could have gotten him a second, as he was the 14th man. Wow. So there you go.
Great game.
NRL Connections St. Paddy's Day edition.
Well, shall we talk some NRL and go straight to our man on the ground, Joel, because you were there for the record-breaking moment. AJ.
We must, yeah. This
Yeah.
is what's exciting now is we've got an ambassador part of the team. Anywhere he's got his ear to the ground, he's on the ground, happening wherever the place to be is in rugby league. Joel Harrison is there.
He's there.
And on Friday night, it was on the hallowed turf of Allianz Stadium as rugby league history was made. Joel, talk to us about, did you always know were you there to storm the pitch?
Oh, well, I was just there after a historic Warriors win,
Right.
40-6 over the Canberra Raiders. We had just watched that at my apartment in the Redfern area, and we thought, why not? Yeah, there was a group of handful of us. We thought, why not go to Allianz and enjoy the Rabbitohs versus Roosters? Go there for the first time I've ever been to a game of that rivalry, and it was great. Like, I went there with, You know, I had a feeling he was going to score 2 tries, but I thought, you know, I may as well go. I have the NRL accreditation as well, so
True. So you could actually go on legally.
I could, yeah, as a part of my.
That was your backup in case the fines came out.
Exactly. Yeah,
You got the badge.
As a part of my Triple M job. I was there shooting socials, but I mean, I was sort of walking around the stadium, just soaking it up, and he scored his first try in the midway through the first half, I think you'd say. And then at halftime, I thought, you know what, I would be, it wouldn't be a good look if I was up in the top of the stands when he did score the second one. So I made my way down. Never really been to Allianz before, so I had to navigate my way down to the bottom. And I got there. I was just on the side of the field, talking to the security guard. He's like, "You can go on, mate." And then,
Just once everyone's on, they were like, "Oh, just go on."
Yeah. Well, no, it was like this is at halftime. Sorry. And
Right. Okay.
So I got down there and I was thinking I should probably go over to the wing that AJ's going to score. And he's like, "Yeah, you can go." And like literally as I got down there, you just see Fafita break off his tackle, pass to Latrell Mitchell, pass it to AJ, and AJ's running. And I was like, pulled my phone out. What's going on here? And then I was sort of trying to.
So were you on the field already?
I was
like on the sideline.
Yeah, I was like just behind the barricade, but and like the entrance where the players, where they sort of run out on the sidelines. Right. And I was already down there in the security. I was like filming the crowd. So I was worried that you're not supposed to film the game and stuff. You can only really film the crowd. And then
I think it's all right in a moment like this.
Exactly. And then I was like, "Oh, can I go on?" It's please don't, mate. And then I was just like, they started opening the gates and everyone started pouring in, and I just saw my opportunity, jumped over the gate and just ran, and it was just a great moment running on the hallowed turf. I got a great video as well. I got pretty close, about 5 meters away from Alex Johnson,
the man himself.
It was just one of those great rugby league moments.
Wow, that's so good. That's so good. Like the feeling when Latrell gets that ball and it's like, well, we know who's outside him.
Yeah,
he's created one of the great overlaps. Like incredible credit to Latrell. That was like he set up that beautiful try, and I'm so glad because we talked about it on the poddy. Was it just last week?
Yeah.
About the idea of if it was a contentious try.
Yes. Yeah. And they're pulling it back.
You know, because you just need that burst of energy to make something like that happen. It has to be immediate. And Latrell was able to create such a try for AJ. I mean, AJ did bloody well as well.
Yeah, he still had to finish it off. He's
had
still
to finish it off, outrun a fair few
right?
plays. I mean, it was up against Blake Steep and Siwa Wong. They were never going to catch him.
Yeah, but they're fresh off half time.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, so he did very well, but Latrell bloody did so well to make it such like an obvious try.
Yes.
Even the pass from Latrell, there was no chance it was going to get called back for a forward pass or anything. No, it was not near the line where
clear as it gets.
As clear as a try gets. Well done to AJ for not like making any doubt with his grounding.
Dropped it over the line. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just perfect. Perfect rugby league moment.
Absolutely.
I was devo not to be there.
Yeah. What was the vibe like on the ground? Like, how long were people on there? Was it all good spirits?
I mean, to be honest, it was actually it's like a bit of a blur. I mean, that might have been celebrating the Warriors win prior to have something to do with that, but it was just like just ran on, and then
you're the only bloke there celebrating the Warriors win on the Allianz turf.
Well, he's in the Warriors jersey.
There's a great shot as well. Rabbitoh's posted it, and I'm at like the top of the photo wearing the Warriors jersey, running on. It was just pure joy. But no, it was pretty good, and it seems like 99% of people were on good behavior and stuff, just soaking it up. Like getting around him. And there was a video going around of the guy getting pinned down, but from what I heard, he it sounds like he was like doing something on the field. I don't know what he was doing, attacking people, throwing shit at people. That's why they pinned him down, because he would have been the world's just most unlucky guy. Fan of all time.
No. If he was doing something wrong and deserved it, then he was going to ruin it for the rest of them. And it sounds like, and it looks like everybody behaved well. It was a good celebration. It deserved to happen, and I'm glad it did. The scenes looked amazing.
Isn't it great though that in one of South's most iconic club moments, on the field, there was a random Warriors guy, a random Manly guy, a random Bulldogs guy.
The Roosters guy, who was the first guy on the field.
First guy out there. It
was a random Roosters guy. I know his team was playing, but I like that it was a Roosters guy out there celebrating, because it was just it was a moment of celebrating rugby league.
That's it, right?
It was bigger than one club.
Rivalries were put aside.
Correct.
Yeah, it was huge, and I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
And now we can sort of put it to bed for a bit, enjoy the memory of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't linger over AJ in particular.
Yeah.
With the next few games coming up.
Eyes Up Footy from, I don't know if it was Souths or the NRL, but I don't know if you saw that, because obviously they went back into the sheds and then there was about 15, 20 minutes before the game got underway again. But they had a new jersey ready for AJ with a gold number 2 on the back.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's Eyes Up Footy.
Yeah, I wonder how long they've had that in. Like, when did they think that? Did they get it last year?
Yeah.
You know, before he got injured, or is this something they've thought over in the off season?
Well, he's got a statue now at Souths HQ.
Yeah.
That's been in the works apparently for like a couple of years.
Yeah,
So
it's one of the great
go.
quotes that he gave when he. Have you seen the quote?
Yes, I had people shitting, I had media shitting on me, fans shitting on me, and now the birds can shit on me.
Yeah, it's great. The statue looks all right as well. It's easy to butcher a statue. I mean, it's not the best
It's not the
sculpture
best
in the world.
It's
but
not the worst.
It's not the worst.
It's not like Ronaldo or
Ronaldo
the fake Beckham one. Yeah, it's not awful. That's good. Well done, AJ. I know you're obviously trying to avoid the subject, but I was going to say, should we talk about some other rugby league that happened on the weekend,
Yeah,
Harvey?
we can dive in.
Or were you happy just in that bliss of celebrating rugby league, not necessarily having to be tied to a certain fandom or any kind?
Look, Manly are in struggle street, and I'm a bit worried because it got called out earlier in the year with Kiwi Steve and yourself doing our pre-season review.
Man, it did feature in both of our wooden spoon predictions.
Yeah, wooden spoon predictions, and I think it's a possibility now.
If
I mean, that game was the worst game I've ever seen Manly play.
It wasn't great, was it?
It was the worst game, and they've got a lot to answer for. It already sounds like there's some talks going on behind the scene. The thing is, they cannot sack Seabold now because they should have done it in the off-season. Like,
So
it's
now
just bad leadership. So
Yeah.
they've got to give him at least, 8-10 games, even though everybody knows that he's probably going to be sacked mid-year anyway. But they've got to clearly start lining up the replacement if that's the way they're going to go. We've got the bye this weekend, which sucks. It's the worst time. We've got 3 home games to start the season.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Which is rare. 3 home games with a bye in the middle, but Brookie is a fortress when it's at its best. And if we lose those 3 games, because the round 4 we take on the Roosters with DCE returning.
Oh, wow, it's the return of DCE.
Yeah, so if we lose that, which on form you'd have to say it's not unlikely, then that's just a disastrous start. And Manly will turn, and we've got to go get a decent replacement. I don't know who. I'd take Madge from the Broncos if he's upset up there. Get him down.
Well, based on the way
we'll treat him
Gordy
right.
Tallis is talking, Madge will probably be available soon.
Tallis has got it in for him, hasn't he? But yeah, that's enough said about Manly.
No, fair enough.
It was sad times, but the Knights look impressive.
The Knights
even though they've lost Brown and Ponga, and they lost them both in the game, they still held strong. Holbrook's doing his thing.
I
That's
think
great.
Fletcher Sharp's going to come back, so at least that's
he's back
something.
this week.
That's something. Take on the Waz.
Yeah,
Sandon Smith will do a job.
It's just even like their resilience and their attitudes changed. It's less about the personnel. They were just honestly too good, but we threw the game away. Anyway, let's move on. Broncos, I mean, obviously the reigning premiers, but you know that Broncos have conceded 66 points across round 1 and 2. I think they're going to struggle.
It's the most in their history.
Yeah.
The most in their history off the back of a premiership.
But it is a bit of a worry with that young core group of players. Obviously, Haas is out. Reynolds is going next year. Walsh, Mam, some of the other blokes coming through might just not have the same level of motivation, you know? Like, to defend a title is harder than winning the first one. And whether they've got it in them this year, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And it does, once the tide starts turning, particularly against Madge in Brisbane, like, even though he's not really been given a fair crack this year, they've not played well. Like, he doesn't deserve no pressure.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that keeps unfolding. Do they have the Storm this week? Is that...
Bronx.
Yeah.
Broncos, they do in Melbourne on Friday night.
Yeah, so look, they could be 0-3 and, in a really tough spot.
Storm in Melbourne, that's not who they want to come up against right now. Jesus.
What about your boys, Joel? The Waz?
Yeah.
You saw them in round 1 over in New Zealand, is that right?
Yeah, I did. It was they almost stormed the field that night. It was 42-18 against the Roosters, who realistically, I mean, not many people gave us any shot at all. And I mean, a lot of Warriors fans weren't too optimistic before the game. And then it sort of, we came out, started playing a good brand of footy, and then it just, we've seen it so many times where it all falls to shit, and they just held on. And then the same thing happened again. It was like a rainy day against Canberra. We've seen it last year. The same thing happened. The Canberra forwards, Joseph Tapine, they just destroyed us, and they're just a relentless side. But I don't know. I do feel like even though Ethan Sanders is a good player, you just can't beat Jamal Fogarty's 40 or 60-metre boot that just saves him. Obviously,
that's huge. I mean, you can't help Manly at the moment.
It's not helping Manly.
I think they're missing it in Canberra, that's for sure.
I definitely think they are. And like for the Warriors to come out and have, I mean, 4 key injuries as well with Metcalf, Barnett, Capewell, and Chanel Harris-Tavita, and to put on such a performance like that, it's good signs of the Warriors, which you can just...
Really good.
What do you think their ceiling is? Like, are they... Like, it sounds wild, but are they premiership contenders? Or like they feel like in the category of like the Sharks,
well,
where they're a good top 8 team.
Look, I'm in a couple of group chats with Joel that would suggest that his answer to that question will be yes, 100%.
Well, I think
yes.
they've looked the best of any team that's played this year.
Well, I mean,
we're
apart
only
from
2
the Tigers,
rounds.
obviously.
Well,
So
definitely not.
well, it's crazy to think
Penrith are pretty good.
Yeah, Penrith
Penrith.
good, but
Penrith will probably go undefeated this season, if we're completely honest. Flaxie will be getting a haircut in 3 weeks.
I think the Warriors, like I think the exciting thing for me is that the people are stepping up, and Andrew Webster's clearly a great coach because he's turning players like Tanner Boyd and Jackson Ford, who have just been pretty average their whole career, into like genuinely good players. And we've got Leka Halasema, Dimitri Vaimwanga, all these young guys coming through who can... There's the ceiling is when those guys play a few more seasons under their belt and they get to like genuinely great forwards and all these young players come through. That's when it's exciting. That's when we can probably start thinking about the glorious day.
Yeah, the glorious day. It's inevitable.
Which Manly
ripped from Warriors, just like Manly. I mean, it didn't work for Manly playing 2 home games to start the year, but Warriors have played 2 home games to start the year. They've got their first away trip this weekend. Although it's against the Knights, and it's a good time to play the Knights because of all the injuries. But we'll see how they go in Australian conditions.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm excited by them. And Tanner Boyd, another former Titans half, who's managed to leave and then find his best footy. Like the list goes on and on. For,
the list does go on and on.
Players in that position. But yeah, you're right. Metcalf coming back, Barnett coming back. I'm not sure how long Capewell's
up till round 6, and then I think I mean, CHT was a head,
just a head knock,
and
right.
Shans Nickel-Coxard, he's out this week as well with a head knock. So
yeah, right.
A few different, they're probably, you'd say five senior players are currently out, but we'll have to see. It should be good, and we've got an easy win against the Tigers next week as well. So that's just even sweeter.
Well, I think you'll find that's actually not the case at all because the Tigers are actually going really good. You're gonna ask me about that?
Why don't you talk about the Tigers?
You're gonna ask me about that at all?
I don't know. I think we can move on.
No, I don't think we should move on. I think Tigers.
We talk about them enough.
Tigers going pretty good.
How was it? How was your day at Leichhardt Oval?
Well, I wasn't at Leichhardt either. The same reason I wasn't at AJ's thing because due to work commitments, I was coming back from Walker, town up in North New South Wales, up near Tamworth, Armidale. So saw AJ's try from the Armidale pub on Friday night, which was great. There was actually a few Bunnies fans watching from there.
Yeah. Did you storm the field outside?
Spiritually, everyone was stoked. The pub was cheering as the crowd started to run on. And then, I was still driving back on Saturday, so I listened to the first 20 minutes of the Tigers game on Triple M. Mm-hmm. Beautiful coverage. And then I got home and watched the rest on TV. Places I wish I was. Places I wish I could have been.
Yeah.
Kai Pearce-Paul double. Everyone was so good. Jerome Luai. Best game of footy Jerome Luai's played in the Tigers jersey.
Yeah, and I think having Adam Dewey there alongside him.
Dewey was good.
Very settled, yeah.
He's a calm.
Try, kicked well.
Yeah. He's not like your orthodox halfback. He's not going to kick to the corner and lead us around, but he's just a bit of a calm presence in the middle.
And he's been extended.
2029.
Does he still have the clauses in there, or are they gone?
I don't know. Clause out. That's what I say. Clause out. I don't know. I don't read into clauses because players don't seem to take up their get-out clauses at the Tigers. They get there and they realise, wait, love it here. Benji, what a man. So the culture's changing. No get out clauses. Doesn't. If they're in there, it's just the manager looking, trying to save their own back. Doesn't really. It's all good. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
What do you, after seeing that, what do you like genuinely reckon the ceiling this season is for the Tigers? Can the Tigers
We still need
seriously
things
make
to go
the eight?
away. Obviously, we lost Taylor May on the weekend, and to be honest, the 6-man bench came into play.
I love the 6-man bench.
Well, Gerald Skelton wouldn't have been in that side. He wouldn't have been in the 17 because we wouldn't have carried a centre winger
so
on the bench.
it saves games. Just
It
in terms
saved
of the quality of rugby league.
I wasn't sure about the 6-man bench until it directly benefited my team on the weekend. Because Taylor May goes down, and then it's like, all right, now we've got Jock Madden on the bench. We've got what have we got as far as second rowers? Is Kai Pearce-Paul having now to play centre? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It fucks the whole team.
Yeah, totally.
But Gerald Skelton slots perfectly in and has one of his best games in a Tigers jersey as the 19th man.
Yeah, you love it. You love it.
So you love to see it. I'm all aboard the 6-man bench now.
I think it makes great sense, and coaches will learn how to use it best. Yeah, I think it's a smart move, and there was skepticism, but I think it's positive overall. Huge game tonight, Lachie. As of recording, semi-final.
Yeah. As
Tillies
of recording.
versus
It's one of those.
China. We do not know which way it will go. By the time this comes out,
Every time something happens on a Tuesday night, it's like we now are broadcasting from the past.
yeah, it's tricky.
And we thought Tuesday was a good night to do the podcast because usually sport doesn't happen on Tuesday, but it feels like lately there's been tennis matches with the Oz Open.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of
Tilly's
other
matches.
stuff. Tilly's matches. Just the list goes on.
The list goes on.
Let me
and
put
on.
on my hat that we got.
Yeah,
Put on my nice, very yellow hat. This Tilly's
as
hat.
you'd expect. I think it's gold, mate.
Gold.
I think when you
green and gold.
Yeah.
True.
Green and yellow. It doesn't ring the same.
Green and gold. But this hat almost feels like it feels like I'm part of an F1 team.
All right.
You know how they very much have like their clear defined colours?
Yes. Yeah.
And they've got their hats.
And you feel like that you were part of the.
I've been watching Drive to Survive this week, so
You're
we'll
all
chat more
about
about it F1 later. But yeah, Tilly's, they're playing tonight. So
Yes.
they've either made the final
Or
or they
they're in
haven't.
the third place playoff.
Either way, there's more Tilly's action coming up.
That's right.
But yeah, they played China, so that's cool. I actually didn't realise this till today. So because the game's in Perth, doesn't start till 9 p.m. Sydney time.
Yeah, post-record.
Yeah, which is good. Works out perfectly for us because I was thinking,
Yeah, we can go watch it.
I'm looking forward to chucking it on at 9. I'll stay up till 11.
Yeah.
Or
Hopefully
later.
it doesn't go to extra time or penalties.
Don't mind a bit of extra time penalties, but
Yeah, but you don't want the.
well, if
You don't
China
mind
are
it, but not when your team's in it.
if China are up 1-0 with 5 at the 85th minute, I'll be hoping for penalties.
Sure, but that's not the situation we're in now.
Not as of
situation
yet.
we're in now. We're hoping Tilly's get up 3-5-0.
True, 5-0 be nice. Yeah, against China.
A lot of confidence. Plus, in a knockout football, they play the final on Saturday night. So if they get it through, they don't want to play 120 minutes of football. Like the
Yeah, that's
fatigue will
true.
set in.
Fatigue.
We hope the other semi-final, which is
Japan, South Korea.
We want
That's
them
in
to go
Sydney.
extra time. We would love extra time there. Tie them all out.
Yeah, that game's in Sydney, the Japan, South Korea. That's the one that I think was meant to, if the Tillies had topped our group, we'd be playing in that
Japan.
one.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not playing Japan, but I know a bunch of people in Sydney just bought tickets to the quarterfinal, semi, and final, thinking Tillies would be in all of them. But because we came second, we ended up playing in Perth. And then now.
Well, good for Perth. Get the
Sydney-
Tillies home.
but
Send
if-
them to Sydney in the grand final. Of course, Saturday night. Get around it.
Is it Saturday night?
Yeah.
How good's that? Is that probably going to clash with Tigers v Souths on the Central Coast?
I think I know where.
Well, we'll be
majority of
together this
audience-
weekend, so I'll have to
That's
go
true.
find a TV somewhere else to go watch.
You can watch it on your phone.
Shit, Tigers. We need a dual TV system. I'll bring one up to the 100.
bring one up, bring one up.
Great. We'll do that. Go the Tillies. Harvey is known on the potty by now. I'm at the beginning of my F1 fandom journey.
It's about time. Come on.
And my journey is through the Netflix documentary series Drive to Survive.
As everybody's journey starts.
So I'm a year behind.
Yeah.
So I'm about 5 episodes into last year's
Okay.
Drive to Survive season. So, but what it at least does do is it gives me an idea of the dynamics between the teams.
Of course.
Obviously, a lot of the drivers are still the same from last year to this
Yep.
year. So I can at least now check, even if I didn't watch the Chinese Grand Prix over the weekend, which I'll admit now I didn't.
Okay.
I can at least check what happened and
Yes.
go, ooh,
It's
that
familiar.
team did well.
Yeah.
How come that team didn't do so well? How come that driver, blah, blah.
All right.
And once again, just like at the Oz Grand Prix, Mercedes on top, Ferrari on top, like taking out the top 4 pole positions. But from an Aussie perspective, I look to McLaren.
Yep.
I look to Piastri.
Yeah, Oscar.
Who Oscar didn't start in Melbourne.
Nope.
But at least Lando Norris was he came 6th or something. He was somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Now I checked the bloody Chinese Grand Prix results. Oscar Piastri did not start. Lando Norris did not start. What's doing?
The outrage.
What's happened?
Well, as you know, and as we've spoken about, the cars have changed dramatically. It's not the same car that you're watching on Drive to Survive.
No.
Usually they carry the car over and make minor tweaks.
Yeah.
Effectively, lots of the cars, including the McLarens, have major reliability or mechanical or technical issues, and they just can't drive them. I think they lost 6 or 7 cars over the course of the race, or 3 of them didn't start. Verstappen and his Red Bull has issues as well. He didn't finish the race. And it really does...
Yeah, Verstappen didn't even finish, my God.
I know.
The top 3 from last year.
Yeah. So it looks like certainly Mercedes who have the best car. Ferrari seem to be able to compete with them in sort of race pace conditions. And they'll be the ones fighting it out for the championship. There's still room for some minor improvements, but the rest of them, it does feel like a bit of a slog. If McLaren and Red Bull can become consistent and get a car that can stay out on track, then, they'll fight it out. But the rest of it's sort of a best of the rest competition.
Yeah.
So fighting for that 3rd place constructors team, that team podium spot is going to be really interesting. But otherwise, the weekend, the storyline is Kimi Antonelli, who you would have been introduced to.
He's young. He was a rookie last year. Mercedes, right. So he's obviously in his 2nd year. That means he's in his 2nd year.
Yeah.
I know. That's his first ever race win.
First ever win. Second youngest driver. He's still only 19. Only Max Verstappen won when he was 18, when he was breaking through. And obviously he's a hot prospect. He's in one of the best teams. He's probably in the best team this year. And I think the storyline throughout the year is going to be a bit of a McLaren replica, where they had Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri fighting it out last year. Mercedes could do something similar with George Russell and Kimi Antonelli fighting it out.
Yeah.
Because, it's George is the more experienced one. George was sort of deputy to Lewis Hamilton for a long time and assumed to sort of take over that number 1 driver position within the team. But Kimi Antonelli is definitely the star of the future.
Wow.
And so whether they let it fight out, whether they prioritize one or the other, will be interesting. But I think all F1 fans just want to see all 22 cars get out there and race consistently.
Is that too much to ask?
Well, possibly.
Wow.
Because, it's not a good look. And I think this whole season might have an asterisk next to it. Given the amount of changes that they've made, it looks like it's going to be a shortened calendar as well.
Oh, because of some of the Middle Eastern races.
There's a bit of challenges getting to all the racetracks that they had planned according to the calendar. Let's just enjoy each race as it comes, take it on its own merits. Hopefully we get to see Oscar out there on track. Otherwise, the other good story as a Lewis Hamilton fan is seeing him get his first podium for the Ferrari side since moving over there. Ferrari have been struggling for a number of years. They're a big team, but haven't been right at the top. It's good to see them fighting for wins or fighting for podiums. But get around your F1. Huge week in rugby union, Lock. The Six Nations came to a very dramatic finale. And obviously, as we touched on, the Raeburn Shield, which we now hold a very small piece of as part of history, has changed hands once again. I think for the 3rd time across the Six Nations. It started with England, it went to Scotland, and now it has finished in the hands of Ireland, who beat Scotland on the weekend and effectively left the competition in the hands of France if they could beat England to claim the Six Nations title.
Yes.
If they lost, then Ireland would have won.
Yeah.
And England were up when the clock struck 80.
That's crazy.
But a last-minute penalty and a kick for France secured them the Six Nations title. They've gone back to back now. They are the dominant force in the Northern Hemisphere. I mean, it's a very close competition, and to have multiple teams winning multiple games is awesome. Having Italy picking up wins, having Wales picking up their first win. I think they've won, and I was just checking this, they've won 3 games in 3 years, right? They've beaten Japan twice and Georgia, and then before that, they won all 4 games in the 2003 group stage. They beat Fiji, Portugal, Australia, and Georgia, that's it, in the group stage, then lost in the quarterfinal to Argentina. And then since then, they've beaten Japan twice, up and until the weekend when they beat Italy. It's been a long, barren run for Wales, but big results across all 3 games there. Yeah,
that's huge results. I mean, not so luck of the Irish for Ireland watching on in that France v England game and that penalty goal for France to win it.
It was a great game, 40 points plus each.
But if you're Ireland going into St. Paddy's Day, what would you rather hold, the Six Nations Cup or the Raeburn Shield? I know which one I'd rather hold, and luckily, I do. Hold just at least part of it. So
I'm not sure how the future sort of test matches unfold. I do know that the Wallabies play Ireland, but a sort of mid-year, June, July. But I don't know if that's the next game in the international calendar or not, whether... obviously the next team to play Ireland gets the next crack.
Well, we just know that we play Ireland at some point, so now it's just we got to hope Ireland holds on to it, or until maybe it is the next game. But if not, we got to hope they hold on to it.
Yeah.
And then that's when we take it off and we come and snatch it off them. Right in time for the Rugby World Cup. We take it into the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, well, we've got Rugby Championship still to happen with the
that'll be
4
easy.
nations.
Yeah, that'll be easy. Just got to beat New Zealand a few times and then we're sweet.
It is wild because it does actually feel like International Rugby Union, as much as we've spoken about, Super Rugby and domestic rugby union in Australia struggling in recent years, International Rugby Union feels like it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, well, it's, we're coming up to a World Cup, so the momentum's there.
But
all the league guys are switching over.
Like some of the minnows are growing, like the Italy and Wales doing well, Argentina much better.
It's true.
Japan are constantly competitive.
It's what you want?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it'll make for a great World Cup. That's what we want to see.
Well, hopefully they don't get too good. Otherwise, Australia could get our pants pulled down on the global stage.
I think that's likely.
Don't think that's going to happen. Angus Crichton, Mark Norganidawase. What else we got there? Suoliti will be there. Yep, Tom Wright. I think I'm missing someone.
Lynn Ikitau.
He's not a league convert, though.
Oh, he's not, but...
Suoliti, Norganidawase, Angus Crichton, Zach Lomax.
Carter Gordon.
There's your outside backs. Carter Gordon, full NRL.
With Tom Wright at fullback, former Manly boy.
Yeah.
We'll take him back.
Okay. Yeah, true. There you go. We got a full NRL backline.
That's right. Yeah, could happen.
Harvey, let's wrap things up the only way we know how. Obviously, having a look at our website, playinginsimple.com.au, more specifically our weekly newsletter, the Gazelle Gazette, which you can sign up for if you go to our website. One of the key features of the Gazelle Gazette that has sort of been in since its inception is our Shield updates.
Shield updates.
Obviously, we now hold a piece of the Raeburn and Utrecht Shield that started it all. But we were inspired by Dave Algie's creations and made one for the NRL men's and women's, AFL men's and women's. Obviously, the women's competition.
And the Big Bash as well.
We've got the Big Bash. That's in the works. We haven't got the title for it yet.
We haven't got a title, but the information's there on the website. And it's included in the newsletter.
Okay.
But we don't have a title.
We'll sign up to that newsletter. You could be a part of history.
Actually, if you sign up to the newsletter, you can also suggest a name for the Big Bash or the Women's Big Bash title as well. I'd love to get your suggestions.
Yeah, maybe we'll send you a piece of the Shield once we've got
once we made it.
Yeah, once we make it.
But the only 2 of those that are active at the moment is the men's NRL and AFL, which is the Trumper and the Lake Shield.
Yep. So the Trump is the NRL. Storm.
They're holding on to it, and they take on the Broncos this weekend. It looks like they'll hold on to it again, building up a nice little streak.
They won't lose it till they play Penrith, and even then they might not lose it. That's how it's
Origin
looking.
period. Got to wait for the origin period.
Wait for the origin period. Lakes or Western Bulldogs in the AFL?
Yeah, they've held on to it. Won it in the first round against Brisbane. And then, they've defended it. Keep going.
Very good. Well, the newest feature to the Gazelle Gazette, Harvey, is, of course, the weekly trivia.
Yes, love a bit of trivia.
10 quiz questions each and every week if you sign up for that Gazelle Gazette. Coming to you, straight to your inbox. Don't have to go looking for it. It comes to you.
It does.
It gets delivered to you. And as is now tradition, I'll end today's podcast by asking you and Joel one trivia question from this week's Gazelle Gazette newsletter.
All right.
And you guys can answer. You can have a crack.
Thank you.
I won't be telling you whether you're right or wrong.
All right.
It's more of a phone a friend system.
Yeah.
The listeners can choose to go with your answer, or they can say, fuck you, Harvey and Joel, and go with their own answer. That's what they'd be doing.
That's what they'd
if
be
they
doing.
chose not to. Yeah. So here's your question. Which country...
Sorry?
I don't know. So ending this such an explicit note. Okay. Which country topped... Okay, I'm going to start again. Here's the trivia question.
God, the suspense.
Which country topped the medal table for the 2026 Winter Paralympics? Was it A, China?
Yeah.
B, Italy? C, Russia? Or D, the United States?
I'll back Italy. Host nation.
I'll go United States.
Right.
Okay, well, on that note, we'll leave it there. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.